So today I have the Mezco Wonder Woman. Um, I mentioned in a previous video that I think that different companies have different strengths, and I would say that Wonder Woman is a figure that definitely does not play to the strength of Mezco. So Mezco is very good at soft goods, at um, cloth outfits and things like that, whereas Wonder Woman has a whole lot of exposed skin. And so you're going to see all the joints in there. It's a little bit interesting to see how um, Mezco does the engineering. So I was a little surprised to see that it has a thigh swivel, because I've always considered thigh swivels to be kind of weak. But it's possible that all of the Mezco figures have it under the cloth outfits. This is the only Mezco figure that I have with this much exposed skin and this many joints showing. So I assume that this is probably pretty standard for what you see or would see if the outfit weren't there. If somebody showed me this figure and said it was from Bandai or Figma, I might actually believe it until I got to this. So it has kind of the paper like skirt on it, and those companies don't do any material like that. I was a little disappointed in the lasso, because the lasso is just a plastic loop. It's not any kind of rope or anything or thread. So that has no real authenticity. So I wanted a Wonder Woman figure, but it's not really playing to the strength at all of what Mezco does. We have a shield, her shield, and her sword, and she can hold them, but they fall off kind of easily. So Mezco actually has two Wonder Woman figures. Actually, maybe I guess three. So here's one, 149. I think this is maybe the deluxe version, because I don't think mine came with a cape. I think I had this one, and so it's $92, which is not that far off uh, until you get to the shipping, which is $20.50. So you have to be very careful, because now you're talking $112 rather than $92. This is the other one that I think of. This is the Gal Gadot one. This was far easier to get. I didn't want the Gal Gadot one. I wanted the generic Wonder Woman. No offense to Gal Gadot. In fact, um, as I just said, different figure makers have different strengths, and I got the Gal Gadot Hot Toys figure, and I don't even know if Hot Toys ever made a generic Wonder Woman figure, but I would have preferred the Gal Gadot because their strength is on the facial sculpting. So I tend to buy figures based on what I think the strength of that company is. So I don't know that that facial sculpt looks that great, like Gal Gadot, but it's kind of difficult when you're talking about a figure this small. It's much easier when you have a larger figure. But the there's a ton of similarities between this figure. The face here, I like the face here better. She looks more fierce. Gal Gadot has kind of a soft face, so um, I prefer this one. She's got shoulder armor. Her bustier is a little bit different. Um, her bracelets are gold. Here they look like they're silver. Her boots are a little bit different. This figure actually came with a neck armor, and I could not get it on. So you have to pull the head off and then try to slide it on. I could not get it on. So I was a little bit surprised um, and practically shocked that that Mezco would screw up like that, because they're usually pretty good. So I don't know. I saw photographs with the neck. I don't know what you call it, neck armor or whatever, on. So I don't know if they cranked it, or somehow, I don't know if I got a bad piece or what, but she's got all sorts of accessories, including a even more fierce face. And I don't see the neck thing, so like I always say, I take these and I put them in. So I don't remember a cape, but I probably have a cape and just forgot. Oh, this is, you know what? This is not the same figure. That's the thing. So you could see that her bottoms are completely different. So maybe they have three. It says Classic Wonder Woman. So this is the one I have. And it's not going to show. Okay, so if I go in here to 112, this is the Mezco site. And then we can look in here. And okay, so there's the neck thing. And I could not get it on. The shoulder armor went on very easily, but I couldn't get on. So this is the one I own. I guess this is the $143, $149 one. So it helps complete my Justice League collection. And I have all sorts of different varieties of figures for my little Justice League collection. But I'm slowly building it up. And eventually what I'll have, I will get 3 at once eventually. So they're going to be releasing the Zack Snyder. And so I'll get another Superman, and I'll get a Flash, and I'll get yet another Batman. So that will continue my Mezco. So this is a nice figure, very nice. Very few complaints, other than I just don't think that it's plays to the strength, but I have to have a Wonder Woman, even if we get to see all the joints and everything. And it is interesting to see. I'd say Mezco does a very simple design, which makes sense since generally the engineering is hidden. So there's nothing wrong with simple. Sometimes Bandai gets a little bit crazy with their complexity, so I think this is nice.